if necessary, after any ceasefire.
Well, with me is Saeed Shehata from BBC Arabic. And Saeed, what are we hearing in the last few hours in terms of the impact of this strike on a UN-run school in Al-Nusrat in Gaza?
It is a devastating incident that at least 16 people were killed in this incident, and Israel said it was targeting militant from Hamas, and they did everything they can in order to minimize the civilian casualties. But this is what the Israeli doing all the time. In June last month, another UN-run school backed with displaced people were also targeted, and at least 35 people were killed. And also the same claim by Israel that it was targeting Hamas militant and using the human, like civilian as human shields. So it is like kind of like a repeated story between Hamas from one side and Israel from the other side. But the result is more civilian killed, more displaced people are suffering from either injured or killed, and moving from place to place. So the war having a big impact on people, on daily life, and it needs to have an end to end the misery of those people. So this incident is significant because it's a repetition of what's happening before in other incidents since 7th of October.
And obviously in recent days, there have been increased efforts to reach a ceasefire deal between Hamas and Israel. Now we're hearing that Hamas is willing to drop its demands for a permanent ceasefire. How significant would this be from Hamas?
It will give hope that it make a breakthrough might happen to reach a deal, because like for a few months since the truce happened in November, a release of some hostages, so there was hope and negotiation, but it didn't end to any concrete results. So this time Hamas dropped the precondition of a permanent ceasefire, and there is pressure on Hamas from people inside Hamas, because some people they are fed up from what's happening. They are killed every day. There is no hope in the future. So there's some pressure from Hamas from inside, but also there's a pressure on Hamas from Qatar and Egypt and United States. So there is, but also there's pressure on Israel from people, the family of hostages, from United States, from the international community, in order to move. So this sign will give hope that it might work out. But there are still some sticking points. First one is the second stage, because the first stage of the plan is to release hostages, detainees, but Hamas, they want the permanent ceasefire to be guaranteed, written guarantee by America, Qatar, and Egypt. But Israel are not happy to do that. Also, the names of the detainees of the Palestinian and the Israeli prisoner, also there is sticking points. And also, Mr. Netanyahu repeatedly saying they will carry on the war until destroying Hamas. But the military in Israel saying it can't see the destruction of Hamas. So there is doubts, but there is hope. So the next few days, delegation, William Burns, the head of the CIA, will go to Qatar and other to be negotiation with Israeli delegation. So hopefully they will reach a conclusion and ceasefire to help and ease the misery of the people in Gaza.
Saeed Shehata from BBC Arabic, thank you for joining us on the programme.